So I want to make a video today discussing something that I think will help you realize that where you are right now is fine, and what you are right now is fine. And it's what I always talk about, really, and there's a lot of different ways to talk about it. Yet at the same time, it's very elusive. It's hard to pinpoint. A phrase we often hear, and the phrase actually I'll start us with today to describe what I'm about to go over. Popular phrase you hear all the time now is "you are the operant power," right? You are the operant power. Something like that. Is so watered down now. Like so many of the phrases we hear in the law of assumption, law of attraction community, that it loses its original vigor of when it was said. But a phrase like this, "you are the operant power," what that means is that you are it. That you already possess what you need or what you are seeking. You already are it. Another way to say this is that you already are source. You already are the universe. You already are God, if we're going to use grandiose spiritual language, which is very appropriate here to use. You already are it. So how could you be lacking anything? Ever. You never will you be lacking anything, because you already are it. You already are the operant power. So never do you have to worry about having lost something and needing to find it, needing to manifest something. When we go to this, deeper level, this more all-encompassing level, this truthful level, you already are it. Do you see? This is so obvious, and in many ways, this is like spiritual common sense, that we superimpose restrictions and limitation over this very simple and straightforward idea or concept. In these circles, people would say law, right? But this is not about laws, right? This is just about common sense and thinking about what you actually are, right? If God is everything, if Source is everything, how are you not it already? How are you not the operant power? Well, of course, the answer is that you already are it. You, of course, already are the operant power. You already are. You already are. So in this way, there's nothing to get. There's nothing you need to get or to manifest. And yes, the externals can change. The externals will always change, right? But the internal, right now, will always be the same. You already are it. See? If you already are it, and if we're not judging by external appearances, right, but by right judgment, everything's already fine. You're all set. Right judgment, spiritual judgment, if you want to use that language, is saying things are fine as they are. Realize this and you're free. It doesn't have to do with your external circumstances, for good or bad, the external circumstances. Regardless, you're free right now in this way. The obvious way, the common sense way. God is everything, so I must be God right now. Whatever this deepest thing is that is operating is clearly operating within me as well as everything else. So I am that already. No need to find it or to harness it when I already am it. I could be trying not to harness it and thinking I don't have it, and I still have it. You know, Neville liked to quote that Pascal line, which I'll paraphrase. You know, it's too close, or what is it? So something about separation and how not even close enough to be separate. People talk about these concepts, these manifesting law of attraction, law of assumption concepts, like it's a science all the time, like it's a law. And it's not. It's much more of an art or a sensibility of recognizing that you already are what you think you want. You already are. You already have. You already simply am. I am, you are. It's not a law, it's a recognition. How can you seek what you already are? My favorite haiku by Basho. Year after year, on a monkey's face. A monkey face. So yeah, we can play with these concepts and see external changes, see things move in our reality externally. But the deeper underlying point is not that. The deeper underlying point is that you've been it the whole time. What you really want, you already have, you already possess, you already are, whether you think you are or don't think you are. It's still the same. If you think you are not it, well, there's going to be trouble. But if you think you are it, well, things are going to be okay. That's a choice. It's the recognition that you are the operant power, as opposed to the recognition that, well, I'm not the power, so I'm lost and I'm suffering. But whenever we recognize that we actually are it, well, then we're not really lost or suffering. It's not to say there won't necessarily be pain or external circumstances that we do not like subjectively. But are we lost or truly suffering? Not in the same way as before. We have spiritual relief. And that's accessible to each and every one of us. That's the meaning of a phrase like you are the operant power. Because you are.